Hi everyone, how you guys are doing? Here's Larry and welcome to Motion World. We have been lately posted up some of the videos about robot vacuums, and we found out that among the lately released robotic vacuum cleaners, most of the brands start to embrace the self-empty base with their flagship products. Indeed, the self-empty function has been in favor by most of customers because of the high efficiency cleaning rate, as well as the total let-go mode is just so delicious for a bunch of lazy people, well, including me myself. So in this video, we have selected 3 typical robot vacuums with self-empty base, and each of them has represented a specific price range. We've got Listo R1, which represents the price range under $400, and Shark RV101, representing the price range between $400 to $600. And the last candidate here is from iRobot, which has dominated the high-end robot vacuum market for quite a long time. iRobot i7, and representing the price range over $600, now is selling $799 after discount on Amazon. Now let's take a look at the outlooking design on each of them. It is pretty clear to observe that iRobot is among the highest along with their self-empty bases, and the robot is laying on the charging dock. Shark has the most compact robot size, while Listo has a higher robot size because of its LDS navigation system. Therefore, it would be difficult for him to clean up areas like under the sofa or bed. Pretty much the same bottom structure design for all 3 RoboVacs. 2 big flick wheels on sides and 1 universal wheel on top, edge brush and main brush in the middle, while iRobot has 2 main brushes, one to loosen dirt and the other to pick it up, which can definitely improve its cleaning efficiency to another level. As robot vacuums, the cleaning power is one of the most fundamental index that we need to review about. We put the vacuums in a certain area on the floor and make them start working on debris that we have already poured at the same amount of weight. By the end of the cleaning, we scale the dust container, then compare the weight before and after to come up with the cleaning efficiency rate for each of them. We will clean up the testing area and dust cup every time before the test to make sure we do the test fair and open. In the first round, we took cereal as the only debris on floor. It turns out both Listo and iRobot can clear up almost all the cereal we poured on floor, but Listo only took 5 minutes to complete the cleaning. Shark has the cleaning rate at 96.5%, which is also acceptable, but has been using 30 minutes to end the job. Then we decided to add more kinds of debris to simulate the actual environment, which can have mixed materials on floor. Still 100 grams debris in total, we put 30 grams of sand, 20 grams of red bean, 20 grams of cereal, 20 grams of powder, and 10 grams of seashells. Well, this time the result had told the difference. Only iRobot can still remain an outstanding cleanup rate at 96.5%. This is pretty much contributed by its dual main brush, following up by Listo with 88.5%, but still with the shortest of time, and Shark with only 76% of cleaning rate and takes 15 minutes to finish the test. With the same testing method on floor, now we're taking these 3 vacuums onto carpet to see how's their performances, or if anything will change on carpet. Coming out with the result, again, iRobot is among the best with 85% of cleaning rate, still remaining in Tier 1. Its dust detection technology really helps to detect debris on floor. Many times you can see it will go back to the spot with debris that we thought it has already missed out. Followed up by Listo with 76% sitting at Tier 2, Shark was literally doing random cleaning on carpet. We cannot see the logic by its cleaning route. It seems like it failed to suck up all the right bins, and that also made it only cleaned up 64% of the debris. Now, if you owned a regular RoboVac, you won't be strange to the trouble of dustbin emptying by hand, even though we all know that a filling up dustbin means suction loss. But after several times of detaching, emptying, dust spilling, and hand washing, I swear. Well, you see why I'm so excited for Auto Empty. It restores the robot's suction without our physical efforts. Plus, the dust collected goes to, in most cases, a disposal enclosed dust bag, which you can simply throw away every month or so. But a sad fact has been learned until we received this guy, the Shark RV101. We found out that it doesn't come with a dust bag collecting mechanism in its self-empty base. Instead, it is replaced by a one-button dust-down container. All the dust will directly goes into the dust container right in its base. So not like others with dust bag, you need to pull out the dust container physically and dump the debris inside of it whenever it's full. This is kind of inconvenient for our users that I need to bring out this one first. I'm kind of disappointed, but let's hope its auto-empty performance deserves its price though. So how do we test auto-empty performance? We're gonna put the mixed debris that remain in the formal test into each of the dust collectors, then send them into their own bases to start self-emptying. After being weighed out each of the disposal dust bag, we can therefore get to know how much of the debris has been successfully sucked out from their dust collector. We take 0 in the first place and the result comes out showing Shark got 97% self-empty rate, followed by Listo R1 with 95% and iRobot has only about 80%. That's because the docking port of iRobot is located at the bottom, so the air tube would be too long for itself to have an efficient self-empty rate. Coming next is the mixed material test. From the results, we can clearly see that iRobot has 77% of the self-empty rate, Shark has 74% and Listo got 78%. Although iRobot has the most outstanding cleaning rate, but the low self-empty rate has dragged down its overall cleaning rate as only 77%. In contrast, Shark's self-empty efficiency is among the best, but due to its bad performance in sweeping, its overall cleaning rate seems not that good enough. Listo's performance is always well comprehensive, and that makes it become the best in overall cleaning test. Mopping is another important indicator we were expected to focus on after sweeping tests. But we have found out that both iRobot and Shark don't have the mopping function only after we physically receive the products. It is just making no sense for iRobot and Shark having no mopping function with such a price cost. Anyway, let's take a general look at the structure of the dust collectors. Apparently, Listo has a bigger dust cup than any of them, as well as a water tank that can cover more than 150 square meters. So if you're choosing a RoboVac that has mopping function, make sure that you have ordered the right one, since not all vacuums have this feature. Now we're going to put these guys into a mobility test. We trap the robot on a chair to simulate the stock scenario for each of them and see how long it will manage itself to get out. The exit can barely enable the robot to pass through, so the robot cannot easily get out before several attempts and bumps. It turns out that Listo has the best performance in this test, which is not surprised us too much because unlike the rest two are using visual navigation system, Listo's LDS 2.0 high precision radar laser sensor can map out the surroundings like real quick. Hereupon get out of the stock. In the obstacle crossing ability test, we put a cylinder with 3 cm diameter laying on the floor and a keyboard in regular size to see if they can climb over. After several times of attempts, iRobot finally gave up of climbing over the cylinder, while Shark gives up in the very beginning to climb the cylinder and starts to find out another way to make a detour about it. Only Listo successfully climbed over the cylinder and be able to climb back. The keyboard is a piece of cake for all 3 robots. In the last test, we measure the noise for these guys making when they are walking, since this is also another point most people wanted to focus on. Come straight to the result, Listo has generated the largest volume of noise when cleaning a floor with 64 decibel. Followed by iRobot with 63 decibel and Shark with 60 decibels only. But these become complete adverse when they're in their self-empty process. Listo becomes as the least noisemaker with only 71 decibel, followed by Shark with 73 decibel, and iRobot makes 75 decibel of noise, which is kinda unacceptable. We've been working on this review for about 2 weeks, and those above are the result we got from all tests we did. So here we come up with this conclusion and hope that will help you to choosing your own robot vacuums. For most of buyers who prefer higher cleaning efficiency, here we have iRobot and Listo for you to go. iRobot is surely having the best cleaning performance, but there is literally tiny difference against Listo. While Shark is totally a different story in comparing with the rest. But if you're looking for a vacuum with mopping function, then Listo would be your only choice among them. Shark is having the most compact design, although his performance is not that outstanding, it is still a not bad choice if you are living in a cozy apartment. iRobot has always been the tier 1 brand in robot vacuum market, while Listo is more like a rising star and even overtaking iRobot in some performances. Just as some other Chinese brands are challenging the traditional markets, it's already 2021. Maybe it's time for us to change into another point of view on made in China. Also, when you look back at the price of them, it is pretty much clear and easy for you to understand what I'm trying to say right up there. Alright, thanks for watching guys. Let me know what you are thinking of these vacuums in comment. Subscribe if you like it and thumbs up if you agree with it. Peace.